welcome to this week's Mortgage Minute with Mitch. So I told you Punxsutawney Phil does not know what he's talking about. I mean, 60 degrees in the forecast in February, so I'll take it, but hopefully spring is coming sooner than later. And just keep in mind, next week there's a couple days that are high in the 60s, followed by high in the 20s. So make sure you stay up on your vitamin C intake, because that's when you get sick. So this weekend, the Super Bowl, tell me which Kelsey brother you are rooting for. I'm going to go with the Chiefs. I mean, the Eagles are a phenomenal football team, but I can't bet against Patrick Mahomes, so I'm going with the Chiefs. Honestly, I really don't care who wins, but hopefully it's a good game. So interest rates this week, I mean, they shot up some more. I told you last Friday how the Bureau of Labor Statistics came out with their employment numbers. They showed 517,000 jobs created in January alone. Now, that's the highest number that's been in 6 months, but it goes against everything we're seeing everywhere else in the economy. So they did change how they arrive at that figure, and it just doesn't seem to jive. So the ADP report earlier last week showed 106,000 jobs. That's the lowest that number has been in 2 years. Not only that, last May, there were actually more full-time jobs than there are today. So I don't see how we add that many jobs in one single month, and yet we don't have a net gain of full-time jobs since last May. So just some food for thought for what it's worth. Hopefully the market calms back down. Next week we do have the Consumer Price Index report coming out, hopefully showing inflation is still cooling, and maybe we'll get some of that pricing back and recover a little bit. Now, is it still a good time to buy, even with all these rate fluctuations and everything we're seeing? Absolutely. So I want to shed some light on this interesting report. Now, 150 of the top economists in the United States were polled, and they came up with what's called the Home Price Expectation Survey. Now, these economists basically came to a consensus that over the next 5 years, they expect home values to appreciate by 23%. So what that means is if you bought a house today for $200,000, in 5 years, they expected that home would be worth $246,000. That's a huge net gain in equity. So regardless of what interest rates are doing, it is absolutely a good investment and still a great time to buy a home. Now, if you or anyone you know is interested or thinking about it this year, a reminder, next Wednesday we're having our Journey to Your New Front Door Homebuyer Seminar. So it's a virtual event. There's going to be one at 12 and one at 7. So however your schedule works, you should be able to fit one of those in. Please join us. Let me know if you have any questions. Would love to see you there. As always, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week.